Sorry I'm late. Oh, those Black Lives Matter people took over I-59 again. Did you have any problems getting here? No. I walk or ride my bike. I mean, what is the point? Okay, I get that a black person was killed by police and that always seems to happen. But what does it accomplish to block freeways? Or keep people from shopping or getting to work? It seems like it's more a nuisance than a help. Well, the fact you would rather question why people are disrupting your day rather than be more angry at a system that allows cops to murder people and let them get off scot-free is exactly the point of Black Lives Matter. It is the point of questioning what is it you value most and, more importantly, why. Really? So this is a game? No, it is a political strategy. But then again, it isn't any more of a game than what people play on their own minds to ease their guilt about witnessing a wrongful death, then moving on with the rest of their day. Or worse, blaming the victim, or blaming the protesters showing outrage for the victims. Or the game that legislators or politicians play when they listen to protesters, but carry on as business as usual, and a year later, after a trial where the deck is stacked in the favor of the state. Well, what is all of this yelling and disrupting accomplishing? Black Lives Matter seem to not be making any traction with people like me. Well, people like you most likely would not be involved with anything outside of your football games, reality shows, and shopping. I don't mean this to be an insult, but that is not your fault. Capitalism wants people to only function on survivor mode, to be consumers and pursuers of entertainment or anything that does not threaten the ruling class's position over us all. Further, it seems that because we are so in tune to this consumerist model of living life, our perception of things like political activism is not unlike the expectation of expecting to eat a bag of microwave popcorn. We want a matter of pushing a button and getting instant gratification. And so we think people taking to the street should get us justice immediately. That is not how social change works. How is it that after 2 years of Black Lives Matter's taking to the streets, the killings are continuing? Protests seem ineffective. Protests can be made ineffective depending low number turnouts or strategy at a given time. Its effectiveness depends on who is sick and tired of being sick and tired enough to want to participate. But if you are again making Black Lives Matter a central issue and not looking at yourself as a person who can help change things by looking for other alternatives to street activism, you have to question yourself as to why you are targeting Black Lives Matter and putting the question of political agitation's effectiveness all on one movement's shoulders. But it seems like wasted energy. Why aren't Black Lives Matter dealing with the legislation that allow for police to get away with murder? Really? Because you have a past of community organizing or activism of your own to make that judgment? No. Right. Casual research on Black Lives Matter stances and what their goals are quite clear. According to their own website, Black Lives Matter is a radical social intervention. This means they will most likely use the no business as usual approach to raising awareness of what is happening regarding murders of African Americans by police. And those murders of Black lives make up the largest numbers. If Black Lives Matter wanted to be the organization that camped out on the floors of their local representatives, they could. Since the organization is based on decentralized leadership, Black Lives Matter as a movement is an agitation and an awareness movement, no more no less. Again, casual research to their website points this out. Faulting them because instant magical change has not happened is like faulting paramedics for not performing heart surgery on the heart attack victim. The paramedics need to stabilize the victim and get them to the hospital where the advanced work can be done. Okay, but activism cannot change laws. That requires real work. Nice of you to point that out. So when do you start? You are specifically implying that Black Lives Matter is ineffective because they aren't dealing with the legislation that allows for police to use deadly force in situations with citizens regardless of the circumstances. Decades ago, legislation has been structured throughout the U.S. to favor law enforcement and subjugate the rights of everyone. African Americans and other people of color are often victims of racist police who do not value the lives of people of color. If you want to focus on legislation or reform the police, there are hundreds of organizations and movements doing the work. You should join them, and good luck. If you do not agree with strategies carried out by one group or movement, you have the right to question them. And better yet, you have the right to move forward to do something else with others to make change. Black Lives Matters are not the only ones out there fighting police brutality. But understand that all major reforms that have happened over time happened because people took to the streets, not sitting at home doing nothing yet complaining about those who are doing the work. The work being done on the streets today might inspire something bigger than just reforming the laws or police. We could change the entire structure that rules us all. Please see links in the low bar provided. Thank you.